Guys, I'm so hyped for Dragonflight. You know what's also coming with Dragonflight? We're getting new race and class combinations. What can we play now? A mecha gnome druid? Basically an android? Like seriously, what's coming? Today we're going to have a look at the new race and class combinations and talk about them.
Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about brand new race class combinations coming in Dragonflight, which has just been confirmed via an
Please,
interview that I
Mechanom
actually
Druid.
got the pleasure of doing yesterday. But before we jump into that, guys, just want
Cybercat transformation.
If you want to see me
Transformers
stream World
mode.
of Warcraft patch 10.0 alpha beta, Wrath Lich King beta, any sort of World of Warcraft content, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so yes, yesterday I had the absolute pleasure of sitting down and chatting to Brian Halinka, the lead combat designer on World of Warcraft. And if you want to check out that full interview, I will leave a link in the top right of the screen right now or in the description below.
Before we continue this, a big thanks to Mr. GM for actually putting like the interview together into a 7-minute video, because otherwise you literally would need to react to this whole interview and this will take ages to check out. So we can keep things short today thanks to Mr. GM. Thank you so much, dude. And yeah, by the way, guys, if you're new to this channel and you love MMOs and WoW, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
But in that interview, I actually asked him about new race class combinations. I seem to ask that every single interview, and this is what he said. So kind of jumping into like talents, spells, classes, things like that. I ask this every single interview, every single time. Any new class race combos coming at all?
Yeah, you know, we kind of have this direction, like a broad direction, and I don't want to make any huge promises, but we kind of feel like we want to move towards a world where the race of a character is not a limiter for what they can do or what they can become in the World of Warcraft. So we're working towards that, but not all of the races have, all of the classes have the same kind of content requirements. So more of this will come over time, but immediately on 10.0, we're going to be making rogues, mages, and priests available for all races. So everyone will be able to go out and make their sneaky Tauren rogue.
Wow, this is actually really good. Like imagine you're playing a Tauren rogue and you're sneaking on your big hoofs and you're hiding behind a small bush and nobody can see you, even though the horns and like half your body is sticking out of the bush. Like this is gonna be so cool. No, but seriously, I actually think their ratios are not too bad. Not only do you get like extra health as a Tauren, you also have the crit, right? And you have like an extra stun. So I think that's interesting. Like what will be like the new meta in like PvP, M+ and stuff. I do think it's actually cool, but one thing is really nice about Tauren rogues, in my opinion. I feel like a lot of the transmogs will look really nice on a Tauren as a rogue. Like seriously, I've already seen some images of rogue-like outfits on a Tauren, and they look really good.
Who will be, tiptoeing on their little hoofs all around, but yes, all those will be introduced in 10 with, general intentions for us to look at more options down the line. But immediately upon 10.0 launch, you'll be able to make change your rogue, mage, or priest to any class combination you want.
This is very good.
Awesome. I'll be remiss to ask about like night elf paladins and things like that. I know a lot of the paladin community want a lot more paladins. So I hear that a lot.
Yep.
But yeah.
As I was saying, like we're trying to move in that direction, but I think timeline is.
I want a Forsaken Paladin. That would be so crazy. Like you can be as a Forsaken a freaking priest, a holy priest, right? Why can't you be on a Forsaken a freaking Retribution Paladin? Wow, like those transmogs look also really nice. A Forsaken Retribution Paladin. Wow, that would be so cool. And from a lore perspective, it's not game breaking, right? Because you have holy priests as Forsaken. So why can't you be a Retribution Paladin or Holy Paladin or something?
Something we'll have to be flexible on, because a lot of those other classes. They have a lot of content requirements and lore requirements.
Mm-hmm. Oh, lore requirements.
Just to flip the switch on like Paladin or Warlock, without kind of setting some kind of grounding in the world, would be a bit.
Lightforged Draenei Warlock.
We also, we have racial chargers, we have racial totems. all those sorts of things. So, and druid forms. So
Yeah.
it's gonna take a while to continue to open things up, but
Oh yeah, druids are
we're
gonna be
keep,
tough.
moving in that direction.
But Mechanom
That's really
druid,
exciting.
please.
That's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
with Vexil's reach now as well, it makes it a lot easier to just kind of flip the switch on some of those as well, because you just kind of throw them in there.
Oh yes.
So yes, Brian did confirm that rogues, mages, and priests will be available for all races in 10.0, which would actually be the pre-patch of...
That's actually making sense because they are very basic classes, right? They're not like something super different, like, I mean, super niche, like, for example, Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, you have to join a small group that is being, like, trained by Illidan and stuff. As a Death Knight, you are literally... But Death Knights, everyone can be a Death Knight, right? Wait, is there any race that can't be a Death Knight, actually? I don't think there is, right? Like, everyone can be. But yeah, they're like the ones from also the classic era. Like, I think it's good to actually let everyone be that, right?
Of Dragonflight. So as soon as a pre-patch rolls along, we will be getting those brand new race class combinations, unless Blizzard want to restrict it until the actual launch of the expansion, but I don't see them actually doing that. So yeah, pre-patch,
be a mage,
10.0
actually?
pre-patch will actually be the time when we get to choose our brand new rogues, mages, and priests. And yeah, there's a total of 8 combinations which are coming to the game in Dragonflight.
What is
and those
nice,
include
8?
a Tauren Rogue. Yes, a Tauren Rogue. A Tauren Rogue is officially happening in Dragonflight. Tauren Mage is coming as well.
Wow.
High Mountain Rogue. High Mountain actually have the least amount of classes, it seems, so they're actually getting a lot here. So they're getting rogues, they're also getting mages, and of course they are also getting priests, which is really cool to see. So High Mountain getting a lot of love with this brand new update. Another thing that's coming is Orc Priests. Orcs could not be priests.
Wait a second, Mecha could be priest, right? Ah, shit though. That's actually a bit bad that Orc can be priest now, because the Orc ratios are crazy OP, and currently Goblin is relevant, because they, like, if you want to be like a meta player, you want to have like the best race class combo, you want now to be a Goblin priest, right? Like a Shadow priest, for example, or even like a Discipline and freaking Holy, right? But if Orc can now be priest, that nerfs like Goblins in a way, because now Goblin is not so relevant anymore, right? Because I think the Berserker Rage and like less stun and stuff, like holy shit. And same in PvP, I think those that were like Forsaken Shadow Priests now, they're going for Orc now. They need to buff some races then. Because if now the meta races can be more classes and stuff, then certain races are irrelevant then. Like, people will just pick them because of aesthetics and maybe like because they want to RP or something, right? But no more for performance. I don't know how I feel about that.
Orc priests. Orcs could not be priests. Magheart orcs could be priests, but unfortunately,
R.I.P.
regular
Goblin
orcs could not be priests. But in pre-patch, they will finally be able to be priests. Another combination is, of course, the Draenei. Regular Draenei rogues will be happening in Dragonflight as well.
Wait a second, were there not like what are they called, Rangari or something in Warlords of Draenei? Rangari. Like, there was like actually one Draenei faction, and they were like kind of like rogues, right? The Rangari, I think they're called Rangari. So that makes sense from a lore point. That's not law breaking, because that makes sense.
In Dragonflight as well, similar to the Tauren Rogue, a little bit crazy, a little bit nuts, kind of a big sneaky boy.
But they look nice though in
and of course, their cousins, the Lightforge Draenei, will also be becoming rogues.
Okay, that makes no sense, sort of. Lightforge Draenei Rogue, aren't you like righteous and freaking holy, and then like, don't they have like some sort of moral because of their lore and stuff and their upbringing? How can you be a light-forged rogue? Like, Death Knight makes sense. Maybe you were like a victim to something and then you were raised and you still want to continue the fight. But a rogue? Same with like Warlock. That would be so weird.
In patch 10.0. So just go over that again. It's Tauren Rogues and Mages, High Mountain Tauren Rogues, Mages and Priests, Orc Priests, and Draenei Rogues and Lightforged Draenei Rogues. 8 brand new combinations coming in pre-patch.
That's
of course,
cool.
You could count the Dracthyr Evoker as well as the 9th, but yeah, let's not get into that. I did mention to Brian specifically about the Night Elf Paladins and things like that, you know, Paladins and
they consider it, right?
Different classes and races that people really, really want to see. You know, Gnome Paladin being one specifically that I know a lot of people...
Wow, a Gnome Paladin. Holy shit. They actually look really nice though. I don't think that looks too horrible. Or Mecha Gnome Paladin. I would actually consider to level a Mecha Gnome Paladin. And do you guys know why? Because the Mecha Gnomes, there's like an issue with like transmogs, right? They have only 3 colors for arms. But Paladins, and they have like one golden arm, like set of arms and legs, right? Like you can have like golden plating and stuff on your Mecha Gnome, right? And there are a lot of transmogs on the Paladin. I've seen this actually with some Holy Priest transmogs on the Mecha Gnome that will look really good on the Mecha Gnome and gives like Mecha Gnome at least some good looks. Because currently the reason why barely anyone plays Mecha Gnomes is because you can't transmog your freaking arms and legs and stuff, and it looks like you're wearing diapers and stuff, and that looks so weird. But like Paladin has a lot of rope-like outfits and stuff, right? And you're still melee, so I think that's cool. I could also see one thing. I could actually also see Shaman go to like freaking gnomes and mecha gnomes, because to be a shaman, you just need to be in touch with nature, and I think every single race can be in touch with nature. Like, why actually? This is something that surprises me. Is it because of the totems? It would be too tough to give them freaking totems? Probably that's why, right? Because I feel like stuff like Shaman is pretty universal. Like, there is no lock behind our race. Like, oh, just because you have some mechanical prosthetics, you can't be a Shaman. Same with like Worgen. A Worgen Shaman would be nice. Whoa, I think Worgen actually, I'm not kidding, Worgen would have the coolest totems. Maybe you get like some sort of wooden, kind of like with the Vulpera, but like of a wolf head, like a wolf head totem or something. Like a wooden wolf head. This would be so cool. Like, I can see a cool totem design already for Worgen if they get Shaman. And Night Elves get maybe like a totem that has some freaking vines around it or so. Wow. Yo, Shaman should be available to everyone as well. Because I feel like Shaman is not much of a big deal, right, to learn. Like, you have even, like, lesser races in WoW that are Shamans. Like, look at the Quillboar, for example. They have Shamans. Don't the Pygmy also have Shamans? I think I saw some more that are like Shaman.
Specifically that I know a lot of people kind of want to mess around with. And yeah, he made a very good point that a lot of those classes do have art requirements, such as, you know, charger mounts or totems or druid forms. And that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for something like that. And things like rogue, mages, and priests don't really have that requirement. The only class that really doesn't have that requirement either is monks. And most races can actually be monks.
Who cannot be a monk?
The only 2 races that can't be monks right now is Goblin and Worgen. And I hope they do look into that. And maybe Brian didn't mention it, but I do think that we're probably going to see Worgen, monks, and goblins in patch 10.0. But
that makes no sense. Like, gnomes can be monks, right? Why can't goblins be monks? How are gnomes and goblins so different that they... Huh? Okay, that with the monk is a bit weird. And in Worgen... Wait, Tauren can be monk. Why can't Worgen be? They have the same kind of, like... They're not walking upright, right? They're like kind of like that. Huh?
Don't quote me on that. I feel like it's probably going to be something they might not have mentioned. However, yes,
it's like they just forgot about it.
Warlocks, things like that.
Even Zandalari can be monk.
From the way that he spoke, it definitely sounds like they're a little more open to things like that. But as I said, it does take a little bit of an art requirement to get those kind of class race combos working as such. So... yeah, I think it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to future race class combinations. I'm really looking forward to these race class combinations. I think it's wonderful, and I'm really happy that he did actually announce that via my interview. I was kind of blown away when he said it, honestly. If you go back on the clip, I was like, what?
Yeah, and Rogue, you can actually compare Rogue being as basic as a freaking warrior. Like, you can be a warrior on everything, so being a Rogue on everything makes sense, in my opinion.
That's incredible. So yeah, guys, let me know down below what you think of these brand new race class combinations.
I think it's nice.
Prepatch of
it's good.
Dragonflight. Let me know your Tauren rogue names. I thought Invisible was a great name. And let me know which other race class combinations you'd like to see in the future of World of Warcraft.
High Mountain Mage.
So before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome.
I need to unlock the High Mountain Tauren.
Those ways. Links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members. And as I said, I'm now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. So if you want to see me streaming World of Warcraft, patch 9.2.5, 10.0 alpha beta, Wrath of the Lich King, all World of Warcraft content, guys, over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.
Nice. Like what I'm looking the most forward to right now is Tauren Rogue, of course, and also High Mountain Tauren Mage. I think that would be so nice. Like I would love to be a mage on a Tauren, especially High Mountain Tauren, because I think that looks so cool aesthetics wise. I'm not sure if it's gonna be meta, but I do consider grinding one up. But I need to still unlock the High Mountain Tauren. Like I got like a lot of allied races unlocked on the Alliance side, and on the Horde side, I think I'm only missing 2. What is it, like Nightborn and High Mountain Tauren? Then I have them all unlocked. I will get to that grind, and yeah, I consider leveling up a High Mountain Mage. That would be so sick. I do love that we have now more flexibility with the races, and we are not stuck to pick a certain race for a certain class. But for those that like really love druids and shamans and paladins, I hope that in the future they do find the time to add totems and stuff. Yo, I just thought about something crazy. What is if Forsaken could be freaking shamans? Would they get like a bone totem or something? Holy shit, yeah, they would get a bone totem. Forsaken shaman with a bone totem. Yo, that would look so sick. This makes me start dreaming and imagining so much crazy stuff that would actually be so fun in game. How about we just can play anything on any race? That would be so lit. Light Forged Warlock. As I kind of like you're betraying your order to become. Then you might as well be an Eredar or something, right? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget hit that subscribe button for more content. Let me know your thoughts on the new 8 race and class combinations in the comment section. What do you think about this? Which one do you want to level up? My priority is probably High Mountain Tauren Mage and then followed by Tauren Rogue, most likely. Because that would be so much fun. And will I race change my Shadow Priest Goblin to an Orc? Probably not, because the name would not match. Then I have to also buy a name change, right? Shit. But I can see now Orc be the meta for Shadow Priest, and that sucks. Because you have to race change if you want to be meta. But anyway, I wish everyone a wonderful day. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.